Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, different view today. While I was away, I got a new little tripod clingy thingy, so I thought I'd give it a try. So, I'm back from my holiday. If you watched last week's videos, you'll know that I went away for a week. And the first video I uploaded before I left, I packed up some of my things to take with me so I could do some scrapping while I was on holidays. I didn't do as much as I took with me, but I got a little bit done. So I didn't get nearly as much Project Life done as I would like, but I did one spread, so I'm happy with that. I thought I'd just give you a quick look at what I did while I was away. So if you remember from the video, I took this folder with me and I pre-printed off some layouts and some Project Life spreads ready to go. And so I got week 9 done. Yes, I'm that far behind. But I'm hoping now that I have them all pre-printed, I can just crack them out every now and then. Sometimes not worry about videoing because I find that the videoing is what lags me behind a bit. I focus on getting the video, so I therefore only get one spread done a week, which would be great if I wasn't so many weeks behind. So I did week 9 first. I got this side, this is my title card side. And then I did this side. So also while I was away, I took my art journal with me, of course, because I can't go anywhere without my art journal. And I got 2 pages done. Nothing really spectacular, but I got this one and this one. I got these 2 done. This was my first time using a cutout or a printed image as a focal point. Usually I use titles or something. But I had a lot of fun with that. You know, ever have a time where you just want to play with some paint? I know I certainly do, and that was one of those times. And of course, while I was waiting for one to dry, I started on the other. So that's how I ended up with 2 spreads done at the same time. So that was fun. And I took my journal with me now. If you've watched my videos in the past, I have a junk journal. Well, I have many junk journals actually. And I use my junk journals that I make as my daily journals. I get 3 months to a journal, so by the end of the year I'll have 4. So I've got July, August and September in this, and I just happened to get back on the 1st of October, so that was perfect. So I will be making my journal for October this week. And what I also bought recently, and this was what made it really fun to take my journal, I recently bought the HP Sprocket. Now, this is a fantastic little concoction. If you haven't heard of it, it's similar to the Polaroids. That's my dog. I think Daddy's home and he goes off his nut when Dad gets home. So as I was saying, I got the HP Sprocket and it is very similar to the Polaroid zip printer. Well, I think so. I believe so. I got the HP one because I believe that the paper is cheaper, and I can also go to my local JB Hi-Fi and buy the paper, so if I run out I don't have to wait for it online. And also, and this is a very vain reason, they have it in red. Now this is a limited edition and it took me forever to get my hands on it. I have the iPhone 7 and I have the red version, so I really wanted the red Sprocket to match my phone. So yes, it's a very, very shallow, vain reason, but it is the reason nonetheless. So while I was away, I took my junk journal with me, and which is my journal, and I caught up on a few spreads. So the first one I did was our dog's birthday, and this was a few days before we left, so I didn't really get a chance to do a lot the week before we left because I was playing catch up. Date night with hubby, crafting the day before we left. I did an entire week's worth of videos the day before we left, so I wanted to document that. And this is where I've used the Sprocket. So I printed off some little photos from date night, and I went and saw Elvis to the Max with my husband. Yes, I'm an Elvis fan, and Elvis to the Max is the greatest Elvis impersonator in the world, if you ask me. And it was his farewell tour. He's no longer touring Australia, so I had to go to that. And we went out for dinner beforehand. And yeah, so just documenting that. And then also some little pictures my sister had sent me, well actually Snapchat. My sister was babysitting our dog, Sam, as you heard earlier. He's a big baby. His birthday, he just turned 2. And so because we were away for a week, she came over and she dog sat for us. And of course, because he's like a little child, she had lots of fun and sent me lots of snaps of him, so I screenshotted a few of those and printed them off and just put them in. What else did I do? I did a fair few in my junk journal. Now, I love doing pages in my junk journal because it's a nice way to get some scrapping done or just some memory keeping done when you don't want to do it on a large scale. So, as you can see, I've got little bits and pieces all over the place. It's a mix of a journal, a scrapbook, a junk journal, and an art journal as well, as I've got art journal pieces in here as well. So it's a mix of all of them. That's how I use my junk journal. And the reason I like taking it with me when I go anyway is because when I want to do something creative but I don't have the time or the resources to do an entire scrapbook layout or a Project Life spread, I can get this out and do miniature versions of it all. So I can, with my new Sprocket, I can do little pages, little mini scrapbook pages, journaling, document our week, new special announcements and things, which I showed you that one in my last video. You know, just mini art journal pages, all sorts of stuff. So it's a way for me to be able to be creative without having to take a lot of things with me, or if I don't have a lot of time and I just want to, you know, get some paint on my hands, get some memories down, things like that. So that's why I love taking this with me. And with very few limited supplies, I can have a lot of fun. So as you can see, I got Alpha, some Project Life cards, picture of my Sprocket, and I have a really cool little page in my junk journal. So that's why I like taking that with me. It doesn't bother me that I'm not 100% up to date. As you can see, I haven't done the last few pages in September yet. I try not to get more than a week behind because my memory is that bad that I will forget. If something does happen, or I document things, not just what happens during the day, but funny things my kids say or funny things that happen. So, like today, I think I'll put in there a message I sent my husband. I just recently finished, when I went away, I took a book with me, and when I got home, I read the second one in the series, and I just finished that today, and it ends on a really, really bad cliffhanger. Thankfully, I have the next book in this series already in my cupboard that my husband had bought for me, because it's taken me ages to get into this book series. And so I sent him a message with a picture of me with that, and that will go in today's entry. So things like that, funny things my kids say. If I don't have my journal on me or it's in the middle of the day, I write them in my phone so I don't forget, and then I'll come in later and put them in here. If I don't have time, I will just write. I might do a funny background, or I might literally just do a bunch of writing, or I will add it with a photo, or, you know, something, you know, make it a little more arty and crafty. So depends on what kind of mood I'm in and what kind of time I have on how I represent these things in my journal. So that is why I love taking that with me. So that's it from me for today. I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of what I managed to do while I was away. After that epic video showing you what I took with me, this was a little video of showing you how I used it all. So thanks for watching, and I will be back in a few days with a new video. Bye for now.